Yeah, hey team, we're about to watch a movie. So one of my favorite movies of all time, which sounds funny because the movie itself is not that old. But we're going to do Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Key's never seen it before, so what do you think the movie's about?
I'm guessing it's about Scott Pilgrim, but I feel like it's going to be like a Diary of the Wimpy Kids type of movie. Just more or less animated. Because Diary of the Wimpy Kids is animated, so I feel like it won't be animated.
Okay. All right, cool. So we're gonna watch it, and then we'll get her first thoughts.
All right.
Okay, so we just finished the intro section. The first, I'll say, probably 3 minutes of the film, plus the intro title and introduction of cast members. First thoughts?
Very Diary of the Wimpy Kids, unanimated.
Okay, what about the names of the people in the movie? Did you recognize any?
Anna Kendrick. I think it said like someone Evans. I don't remember the name.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans. There you go. Him.
Who's Chris Evans?
Don't ask that question. It's a name I recognize. Okay.
I recognize the name Chris Evans, but I don't know who he is.
Isn't he like Captain America?
He is.
There you go.
Also, Johnny Storm. He was Johnny Storm before he was Captain America.
Fantastic Four?
Yes.
Oh. Anna Kendrick, I only really know her name because my daughter watched Trolls all the time.
So you don't know her from Pitch Perfect?
I do, but more recently it's Trolls because that's stuck in my head. I've watched all 3 Trolls about 30 times.
Okay, this is really fun for me because I'm pausing the movie in random spots to have these talks, and she has no idea where it's coming, but I know because, like I said, it's my favorite movie, and I've seen this millions of times. All right, till the next one. All right, thoughts before I show you where we are in the movie.
Speechless.
Yeah. It's a slow starting movie. I understand that. We're now at the point where the movie is actually like starting. So we've met all of the main characters. We met some of the important, like, recurring characters. And now the movie's about to start. Alright. So we just finished the movie. Alright. And I was excited. I was like, hey, what'd you think? Because it's one of my favorite movies, right? And then she stared at me. And it's probably because she didn't really enjoy it and she thinks that she'll hurt my feelings. But I like to have, like, critical thought conversations about art, and especially film art. And so I will pose the question to you again. After completing the movie, what were your thoughts?
I think the movie reminded me of like a Japanese fighting movie, or like a Japanese arcade game where it's
Okay.
like fight, and yeah, that. But like when they're talking, because they're only speaking English, the lips actually match up. Where like in Japanese movies, the lips don't match because it's a whole different language.
Okay.
I thought it was good. I don't know why it's your favorite movie, but I thought it was good. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, this was a 2-hour waste of my life. No, it wasn't terrible. It was okay. Would I watch it again? Probably not. Unless it's like already on. Like if I come over and it's already on, I'll watch it. But I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again. I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I need to find this movie right now. No.
Okay. Yeah, I think that this fair and understandable. In many ways, I have similar thoughts. Like I said, as a like a pre-warning. It's not my favorite movie because it is like the most amazing art form that you'll want to see the movie millions of times. It's mostly my favorite movie because of the freedom and artistic expression used throughout the film. It is filmed kind of like a comic book. There's onomatopoeias. There are cut scenes, and they like where they'll show multiple characters' faces at the same time. The movie itself like recognizes that it's a joke, and it like refers to that kind of stuff, and you know they break the fourth wall sometimes.
I do get like why it's your favorite movie in that aspect. I do agree, like the way that it was edited and like I guess written was good.
Yeah, it to me the movie's entire tone is my friends and I came together to have fun, and then we did that, and then we filmed it and we sold it, and it doesn't matter if it becomes the #1 movie in the world or not.
It was just for fun.
Yeah, we had fun.
We had fun making
We
it.
put our thoughts on camera and did it successfully.
Oh yeah. Twins. They're not really twins, but they're twins.
Okay. Who was your favorite character?
Oh God. It's between Ramona and Knives. Why? I have no idea. I think I like Ramona's like I guess expression in her hair. Like I like having my hair however I want to have my hair in the moment. And she pretty much changed her hair in the 3 days 3 times. So, yep. Granted, it was probably a wig, but I would totally be okay with like pink, blue, green. Like, shoot, put all the colors in my hair. And then Knives. It kind of shows me like just the way to be okay with yourself. Like a boy can't break you. Took her a while to figure that out, but can't make you, he can't break you. Which also I feel like you learned that in Ramona. Like she's like, oh, I can't leave him, like he's in my head, but he can't make me, he can't break me.
Okay. My favorite character was and probably forever will be Wallace.
That's the gay guy, right?
Yeah, his roommate.
Yeah.
I think he is the most honest character. From the moment you see him, and no matter what scene you see him in, he has said, like his character says, "This is me, and you all will deal with it, or like I won't deal with you." And he's also kind of the moral compass. Like he's living in his honest, true story, but also he tells other folks like, what you're doing isn't right, or what you're doing is right. Like keep doing what you're doing. All right, least favorite character.
I guess it has to be Gideon. Just because Gideon's a butthole. And it gives me like the rich, I'm rich so I can do whatever I want. And I don't like those type of people. Like, be rich on your own time.
Okay.
You can be rich without being a butthole. And I feel like he was a butthole.
I don't know if I have a least favorite character. I guess maybe in that aspect, it would maybe be Gideon. Like, you're supposed to dislike the main villain. I think this is less about the character or how the actress portrayed her. But my least favorite character would be who she was number 4, the girlfriend, Roxy. Her name's Roxy. And I think there was not enough development. There was not enough character development for me to like her or dislike her, either way. And that probably has a lot to do with, well, one, there's lots of stories they're trying to tell in this one movie because you have the 7 X's and it's already 2 hours. The other part is probably because the movie first came out in 2010 and the conversation about gay experiences is not the open conversation that we're having in 2024. Sure. So that is probably, it is shortened on film because of the story we're trying to tell, but also because it limits the blowback that they may have received at that time when it was released. Anything unique in cinematography or like a standout scene, like based on actors? Anything that you were just like, this is cool, or like that person did the thing?
I guess the dancing thing when they were dancing on at the arcade, the first time, not the second time.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Where she like flips over his back. I thought that was really cool. Takes a lot of effort. Was it probably real? Probably not. But if it was, pretty cool. If they actually were able to do that on a dancing machine thing.
Yeah, I have a few. And I mean, this is, years and years of watching it. But also for having appreciation of the background of movies, like, actors have to do things and stunt doubles and, cameramen, soundmen, whatever, lights. So first off, when Ramona names off all the different types of tea, that is cool. Phenomenal. And I also like the realness in the scene, like after she finishes and Scott is like, did you make some of those up? Because that was actually legitimately my first thought the first time I saw it. Like, there's no way you read all those that quickly, that fast, and that precise, and all of them are real. Like, no. Some of it's certainly fake. See, other standout performances. Him throwing the box in the trash. It's less impressive. Like, obviously, if you take enough shots, you'll probably make it. Mm-hmm. But I think from the artistic, creative side of it, that they cared enough for it to be real that they took as many takes as it took to get it in there, so that they could have the film. And I think that was really cool. Kind of like not the same movie, but similar kind of thing. If you remember Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire in the cafeteria, when he first starts to get his spider powers, someone bumps into Mary Jane, he catches her and catches the plate with all the food.
You want to know a secret? There's too many Spider-Mans to know which one.
Okay, I will go back and show you that clip after this.
Okay.
Because that was another one that was real. Tobey Maguire caught all the food, and it took a million takes. But, they stayed there and they did it. And a full day of filming was 8 seconds in the movie. And that might be it. Another highlight. It's not necessarily incredible acting or anything, but just a scene that I appreciate is vegan powers. I thought it was the most creative thing I ever seen. And when he tricks him into having the half and half, the vegan police show up and arrest him and take his powers away. And I think that is a phenomenal scene. And
I thought that scene was pretty cool, because then they were he was like, why don't I get 3 strikes? And they're like, this is your 3rd strike. Dude.
Yeah, you did, bro.
You've had chicken parmesan, really? Chicken? You didn't know that wasn't vegan?
And again, this probably wasn't done on purpose. It's more of a coincidence thing. But now, because the time has passed, you can look back at all these people and like a good portion of them ended up playing some kind of superhero later down the line. Chris Evans, Captain America. Brie Larson, Envy. She played Captain Marvel. Brendan Couth. He's the bass player that we just talked about with the vegan powers.
Yeah.
He plays Superman in like the WB versions, or I should say a version of Superman. He's not like the current one. I think there's more, but they don't immediately come to mind. But I think it's pretty cool that they all worked on this kind of like superhero movie, and then they ended up becoming like the stars of their own films and series later. That's just kind of cool. Okay. Anything else? Any other thoughts?
If I rated this movie 1 out of 10, be a 6.5. If I rated it off of like videography, I guess is the way I can explain it, I would definitely rate it like an 8, almost a 9. But just rating it off of movie standards, like 5.
I think it's fair. I probably feel something close to that. I don't know what my actual rating would be, but it's probably somewhere closer to 7 as like a film, but as an art form and with its music, with like the real bands and the soundtrack, and its creativity and its willingness to be a comic book. Like they said, like, we know why we're here, and this is okay. And I hope that I have that same amount of freedom in my art someday. That I'm just like, legitimately, this is what I want to do, and I don't really care what people think about it. And the people that will enjoy it will enjoy it.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I think that's it for this. Key's going to tell us what our next movie is. Ideally, it's a movie that she likes that I haven't seen. The reality is that I probably have seen it, but I'll watch it again.
So the next movie. Ooh, okay, I got my favorite movie. Kronk's New Groove.
Kronk's New Groove?
Kronk's New Groove.
Kronk's New Groove. Okay, actually, I think I haven't seen that. I did see Emperor's New Groove. I don't think I watched any of the spin-offs or anything. All right.
That is like, if I'm having anxiety, I watch that movie. If I'm bored, I'll go to that movie. Like that is probably my number 1 movie for odd reasons. But we'll go with it.
All right, cool. Till next time then, be well on your journey. Take your family with you. Have fun, but not too much fun. Keep it PG.
Later.